Okay, you trolls are such ugly and horrible people. Didn't I say one of the mothers was Victoria yesterday? There's two little girls involved. She's been sick all her life. They're checking about leukemia, and they're going to try to transport her Tuesday or Wednesday to St. Jude's if they have to. This is a different little girl. This is my third cousin's little girl. They were staying in Dallas. It's not the same girl, people. I'm not talking about the little girl I talked about last night. Her mother and father, the little girl last night, they're with her today. She's still alive. This is a different one. And y'all are cruel and trying to confuse me. I know who is who. Her father's service. He hasn't been here. He's serving our country. Can you imagine him getting a phone call that his little girl died and he couldn't be with her? He won't be with her until sometimes this week. Want them to keep her body so he can see her one more time. The other one, the parents are with her. Please see, y'all don't listen. Y'all do not listen. This is a little girl that just turned 6 years old. She's been sick all her life too. Monica, Victoria, they're twins. Now, isn't that funny that they both have sick children? I wonder why. Family genes, hereditary. Monica's on her own. Her mother left 2 years ago with a no good man. Her husband's been in service. I think she said, and I'm quoting what I think she said because of all the crying, 4 months left to retire Air Force. He served our country almost all his life. Monica's lived by herself a lot. Because see, when a man goes overseas like South Korea like that, there's no way she can travel with him. It's too much of a danger zone. He's been there. I think this is his fourth, maybe his fifth time he's volunteered to go to South Korea. He's protecting all of y'all. And you can't even help mourn his daughter. You have to attack and attack and attack. Stop and put it. What if it was your child or your grandson or your granddaughter or your daughter or your son, your niece or your nephew, and you lost them like this? Do you know they have to travel the body from Dallas, Texas to Houston? And then from Houston to here, if they put her on a regular airline, hopefully the military will transport her body back and help pay for the funeral and stuff like that. But think, a 6-year-old child. The other one's a little older. She's been with a feeding tube in and out of her nose I don't know how many times because the parents won't let them. Victoria and them won't let them put a feeding tube in her stomach, a permanent one, because at times she can eat by herself. This is a child, an infant. Actually, they called her Little Tutu because of her little ballerina doll. The child just turned 6. She's never walked a day in her life. Can you stop and think of what that does to a parent and having the parent raise a child like that? You trolls are so cruel. Y'all don't even have a heart, a sympathy for a little child. I'm scared of y'all's souls. I am. Now here is Victoria, sorry. Going with the daughter, MD Anderson, then have to transport to St. Jude's if that's what they're going to do. She can't even be with her sister, with her child passing, because she's got to be with her child. Do you know what that would do to any of us if it actually happened in our lives? Could we have the courage and the faith and strength with God? But yet y'all come in here, the trolls start attacking this and that. I wasn't going to say the names because it was my business, but because of y'all's attack and y'all trying to twist things up. Actually, Victoria and Monica were Siamese twins. The mothers only have one arm. They were separated at 2 years old. It runs in the family for them. Just think you're a father. You get called during the middle of the night and your child's dead. Having to take from Texas and wait. Now, will he fly into Louisiana, then them fly to get the body, or will the military help them get the body to Louisiana? Victoria lives in Baton Rouge. Monica lives in Lafayette. About an hour drive, so they saw each other quite a bit. But not like sisters should have, because they each had their own child to take care of. And this was to honor the spirit of a little girl. And y'all turned it into something nasty and cruel and horrible. So that tells me trolls on here and people like that, they're ugly. And you know what? I pray to God that he forgives me for saying this. I hope when y'all die, y'all go to hell. Because he's called so many people so much stuff. And OLoPP, somebody got with me this morning, told me you put my picture in a casket. You know that's a death threat? You're wishing I'm dead? Well, guess what? I'm calling the FBI agent I'm working with tomorrow. We'll see how quick you're taken off and hauled off to jail. You're not supposed to do that. That's illegal to do that on YouTube. It's illegal in any law. Don't care if you're in Canada. They're 3 times worse in Canada with that rule. How can y'all be so stupid and cruel? Yeah, I'm confused myself too. I've got another little girl that I'm thinking about may lose her life. Do you know what it is to sit minute after minute after minute after minute waiting for a baby or a little girl to die or a little boy to die that should have the rest of their lives to experience love and family and friendship, maybe to be married and have their own kids? That life is gone, people. The only thing we have is memories. And I don't have very many memories of the little girl. The other one, I have more memories. But y'all are cruel. Y'all are ugly people. You're cold-hearted. The only thing is you won't. What is good that's going to make you money on YouTube, or to put this one down and that one down? So these goes out to y'all. Stop and think. What would have happened to your life if you lost a child? It is. It is, Carrie. No. The father is in. Bye, Dirk. Whatever. You know what? That's being cruel, hateful. And my granddaughters put it this way. They modeled. Anybody could get their pictures. The 3 pictures I have up on my granddaughter are the 3 that the attorney sent me. That's all I've got. I don't have their ashes. I don't have mementos of them. I wish now I would have kept the recordings of our talks. Wasn't a lot. Their lives ended really soon, too. I don't know if they're going to publish anything on. Do you know that Lake Charles American Press has fallen down so low in subscriptions? They're charging people $150 sometimes at time for a little write-up for the newspaper. They're about to go bankrupt. We call it, instead of American Press, we call it Lake Charles American Mess. When my father died in 2002, they messed up the obituary. We wondered why nobody was at the rosary that night. They found out and they called the American Press. We had to hold his body over another day. And the funeral home just donated it. Didn't have to pay for it because of the mess that the American Press made with the obituary. Said we were holding the body until the next week, which we weren't doing. But when it got straightened out. Yeah, my son has been in the hospital. Oh, yeah, I'm pissing mad. Trolls, they don't care. Just so they can hurt somebody to make themselves feel good because they hurt. I don't know what hurt the trolls. But like I said, God, I'm going to have to pray a lot and pray God forgives me. I hope each and every one of them goes to hell. Because you're mean, you're cruel, you're attacking. Yeah, Chart, I know that. But they're cruel. OLoPP put me in a casket on something she posted last night. Let's see what they don't know. I said something that we had planned for me to say. OLoPP. Go look at her. I guess she's in Canada or something. That's her thing. OLoPP. And she's got, when you go there, you can see she put my face in a casket with a body. Oh, you should see all the other stuff she's done too. Her and Moon and Emma. They think because they live in another country, they're not going to get it. And they don't believe reports. These are just the 2 latest ones that we did this week. 2 reports. We haven't filed those yet. There's like 9 reports going out. City police has 5. The DA's got 3 cases are opened. Then the FBI got involved. And then whenever they called the cops on me on the 17th of last month, I had a worker here. I can't even find my phone. I had a worker here. They kept calling the cops over and over so they could get the footage. Put the footage up. Yeah, I almost had a nervous breakdown that last. Then they put the footage on here. Illegal. There's a lot of people that's going to be going down. A lot of people. Because, well, number one, the cops are going down. Thank you for writing their names because I didn't get their names that night. Thank you for showing the DVDs. I don't want to know about her and her life. I know her and Hatman's together. And if that's their thing, I give them all the blessings in the world. And I hope they get what they need from each other. I don't need information on Emma. Y'all don't understand. I don't want to know nothing about them. They're cruel. They're ignorant. They think that they're not going to have to pay for internet. Well, how do you think Wolf and I met? We met in a group called Pal Talk. My tribe was trying to make me marry. They sent 3 men. One was a womanizer, one's a drunk, and one was a mean person. Didn't want to marry him. So I went into Vision Quest with the elders, and I asked the Creator, send me the person that I really need. Send me my soulmate. I've been married twice. I don't want to get married again. This will be my last time. But I would want to marry in the ancient Apache way. A name was given to 3 of us. We wrote it down. After I came out of Vision, we compared it. It was the same name. Went back in the room that I was working in, and everybody wanted to know what the name was. Couldn't tell them the name. Next day, still living by the code, sent me a message if we could do a private message. I was in my room. Sure, and I had one of the mods take over. Well, it wasn't called a mod. It was called an admin back then. And still living by the code, and I talked. He asked me to marry him. I said, I can't. Well, why don't we get engaged, and I'll give you 2 years to find the man, and I can help. I'm an 18-wheeler driver. Pretty soon I said yes. I said, I shouldn't have done that, Then after a while, we talked a little bit, and he asked, well, who's the guy's name? I'll help you. I can't. Who's the guy's name? So I finally blurted his name, and still living by the code said, who? What? So I repeated the name. He says, well, you found the man. I'm that person. It's going to be 16 years. Almost as long as what my first husband and I were together, but what he was bad and ugly and yuck. Wolf is 1,000 times a man. Gentle, loving, kind. And we were married in the ancient Apache way. You've heard of okay, let me see if I can get the marriage vow. This was only part of it. It was like a 3-hour ceremony. Okay, let me see if I can. This is part of it. Now, we had other things to do, but the basic words for Apache marriage is, now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are 2 people, but there is only one life between you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter into the days of your togetherness, and may your days be good and long upon the earth. That was just part of our ceremony. That was the main part. We're part Native. Everybody say, oh, you're not Native. Well, guess what? We're part Native. I have 3 different tribes in my family history. Goober, how did you get back in here? I found out who you are. I'll let you stay in here, and I'll forgive you for what you said in another room. I am part Apache, Attakapaw, and Cherokee. My husband is part Cherokee. Now, with that much blood, the DNA test said I was 52%. And I'm wondering where the 2% came from. I'm 52% Native American. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Goober, I didn't appreciate what you said in that other room about us. Why? We hadn't done nothing about you. We hadn't done nothing against you. Let's see. I don't know where I can find it, but you went into Emma's room. Unless you got somebody that, hey, Gooby Goober, and then you type some stuff in. They say, are you going back to her room to spy for us? Is there another Gooby Goober? We haven't treated you but with dignity and honor in here. Now I'm going to forgive it, what I read, because they took a picture of it and sent it to me. I printed it up and it's in our files. Like I said, I'm a forgiving person most of the time. I can't forgive trolls anymore. They've attacked me. They've attacked my ex-husband. They've taken my dead mother's aunt and my dead mother's picture and my dead aunt's picture and put it in some horrid naked pictures. They've sent us horrible pictures. And you can go on OLoPP's page. Let me get one just to show you. This is a decent one, okay? This is what they think is funny and cute. They have doxed. They're trying to sell our camper. What would you do if they put up a picture like this about your husband? There's one of them. I'm going to show it. I'm showing it. I'm tired of this mess. She says she does the effery. Yeah, she does all right. Oh, the last name is Gaspard, P-A-R-D, and she says Gasfart. And she's pretending to be my mother and putting all kinds of stuff up there. It's horrible what she's got on her page. I'm looking for something here. Oh, here it is. Obsessed Demons. Okay? Look at the front page and then you can open it up. I'm going to share some of what these people are doing. This is every day, 3 and 5 times a day. So yes, the FBI are involved. Putting my picture on these big old women about this size. I'm under 300 pounds, people. And she's done this to other people. A lot of other people. Then she stamps my forehead with 666, which is the sign of the devil. Well, if people are doing all this against other people. See, I had a twin in me when I was 9 months old. I was supposed to be a twin. The twin's embryo was in my stomach. They had to take it out. This is just a little bit of it. Let's see. Let me go back up here. They're calling everybody hags and everything like that. Well, you know what? They're getting more and more into trouble. Y'all want to go look at some of this? That's why I say they're cruel. Hello, Just Truth. They're cruel. They're ignorant. They're dumb. If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have no contents. And this is how they're attacking. This is illegal. So yes, the FBI are involved. Not only from New Orleans, but from Washington, D.C. too. Tell you what I did last night. I told everybody I used my food stamps, $30 worth of food stamps to go buy baby formula and stuff like that. I wanted to see just how fast it was spread on the internet. Instantly it did. And you know what? I got a big old box of receipts with all my, everything we buy, no matter what card we use or anything like that. They tried canceling my insurance, saying it was me, but they didn't have the code. Tried breaking into Indian Affairs to get our relationships with the tribes. They tried that last year. Got tired of it. One lady did. So we put codes on it. You can't get into anything. And I want to thank Moon. Hey, you can leave. You're out of the other rooms. You can leave. Bye. You're not welcome in my room. I don't want you in my room. You were in my room. You were nice. You turned to the mods of the other hateful channels. I don't want hateful people in here. I have pin codes and coded words on everything. We changed that. Most of my legal papers are not even in my original name. Every time I go in the hospital, guess what? We got to change my name and hide my name. I went in, I had a heart attack, stroke, signing myself out. I fell, and they did a CAT scan to make sure I was okay for my whole body. They found cancer of my kidney. Somebody tried calling me over and over and over. The nurses finally pulled the phone out of the wall, changed my name, changed my room. We got to hide whenever I'm sick now. I've put up the proof about the cancer and everything. And when the investigator says, wait a minute, we know you have cancer. They're not believing you? Nope. So I showed him my community page where I had the cancer scan and the biopsy report, everything. And they still say I don't have cancer. And that's against the law. That's one of the guidelines on YouTube. And I read them. Community guidelines. You're not supposed to put misinformation about somebody's health on here. And with them saying she doesn't have cancer, that's misinformation. Actually, it's not, because you know what? One of them has somebody that works in the medical field here, and they can go in and they can look in the files. They can pull it up on the computer. Yeah, that's illegal. They're going to trace them because now they know where it's coming from. That person has to go. We're suing them for everything they got. Oh, yeah, you can go to jail. You can be fined. Oh, yeah. That's crossing the HIPAA laws. HIPAA says no officer of any sort, no nurse, no doctor can share information about another patient or any patient. So with whoever's, I'm sure the person is going to turn over state evidence against the person that's having them do it. Turn it in, goober. Okay, I did one from today, and if I go until October the 1st, that's right. Same thing with cops. When they were in here, the other cop said something out there, then the woman cop went out, called me a biatch, and I'm just expressing the word instead of saying it really bad. She's going to be fired because it was caught on her body cam, and then Moon and all them got it. They put it up more than once. A body cam is just for in court, not for open media. Why do you think the feds are involved? Internal affairs is involved with the police. When you order public records, you're not supposed to share them. You're signing a waiver. It's just for yourself, just for your own information. So Music Big Marty put it out that he got it for $101 and even gave where to get copies of it. Then this person copied it and that person. Everybody that has. See, last year, Music Biz Marty was involved in a case. He pushed a woman so far to the edge and would not leave her alone. She committed suicide. Still under investigation. Hadn't gone to court yet, I don't think. Hearsay. Take it or leave it. It's against the law. You don't want to know. He's a Jew and he pretends to be this person and that. He said he has about 200 different names. And under each name, he'll make up a name and then he puts that Music Biz Marty and then he numbers them like 134 or whatever. Yeah. A Jew doing this. He claims to be a Jew. I don't know. Said he wanted to help me. All he did was he put me on his panel and he allowed all the trolls to attack me, one after the other. This was last year. Now, I have not hit it. I'm bipolar with PTSD, acute PTSD. Maybe that's why I'm doing this video today. But I'm also a medical health patient. I've been in a little coma. They had to put me in a coma for me to heal. Congestive heart failure. 2 minor congestive heart failure. Do you think I need this today? No, my heart's just, I have PVCs. I have a leaking valve in my heart. And then I have cancer. I'm here to tell everybody, if I can make it this far through all this stuff and have courage enough to come here and do this and help others out, y'all can get the same courage and the same faith and the same inner power. Believe in God. Believe in Jesus Christ. I had breast cancer. I made it through. Wasn't the kind of breast cancer you're thinking, but I did. I had ovarian cancer. I've had 2 sinus cancer that took everything out the left side. I've had one on the right. Clear cell renal cell carcinoma in the right kidney. They went in, it's an ablation. They said, oh, that's just a procedure. Anytime they put a person to sleep, it's called a surgery. My right kidney had 1/3 of it cancerous. They went in, they did that. Went to the doctor, I even put it up, and she says, well, it shows that they killed the cancer. No, that was just the procedure. I was going to put up the next one. I said, I'm tired of trying to prove that I've had all this done. Okay, if your kidney is about my fist isn't quite as big as the fist of the doctor, but he said, you close your fist, that's how big your kidney is. Look at 1/3 of it being cancer. Now, they've injected the stuff and all that, and I have to go next month for another CAT scan and MRI. It killed all but 1/3, and it's on the outer edge. They injected the center of the kidney, and it spread out to kill. We're hoping and praying that it killed the rest of the cancer. If not, I have to have another thing done. But what they did find out, I have a diseased liver, and my spleen is 3 times larger than it should be, an enlarged spleen. I'm dealing with that. You know what? For years and years, I could feel this lump in the side on my left side. Every once in a while, it hurt. And I didn't know what it was. Well, now we know. They went back on some of the records that I had taken another MRI several years ago when I had fallen, and they thought I had cracked a rib. So they did an MRI to make sure it didn't puncture anything. They knew then I had an enlarged spleen. I think I knew it ever since my hysterectomy in 81. Whenever you're sick, the spleen is part of what helps your body heal. Not just your liver or your kidneys or anything. The spleen is really important. Now, when my dad was building my house, he was walking on the rafters and he slipped and fell. He had an arm cut off. He had a nub right here, had a hook on it, and he was up there and he was walking and he slipped and fell. And when he fell through, he grabbed with his hook. It was dangling from the rafters of the ceiling. My husband jumped down to help him get down. It was Tuesday after Christmas that year. Brought him to the hospital, nothing. 3 days later, I'm called. They're picking me up. They rushed my dad to the hospital. He was bleeding. Didn't know where the blood was coming from. They cut him from one side to another, wide open. Found out that he had ruptured his spleen. He had to take medicine the rest of his living days. But he lived. He died in 80. No, he had his stroke in 87, Christmas Eve. He died in 2002. People can live without a spleen. They can live with only one kidney. You know, they can live on dialysis. They can live with cancer. There's different treatments, new treatments coming out. And if you have any of these or any other disease, go ahead. Try it. Have the faith to fight the fear. And I still have a little bit of fear. But I have more faith that I can fight these illnesses. And I was asked, somebody posted, I have 8 different kinds of cancer. No, I don't. In my whole life, I've had 4. And I still have cancer now. So I am called, with my leaking heart, what they call a dying patient. Right now, with the cancer, they can't. That's okay, sis. Welcome to Room Glitter. Right now, with my cancer, they don't want to try to fix the heart. They said maybe within a year, maybe 2, if I live that long. Because the cancer I got is quick spreading. And y'all that can take treatments, do it. I just can't take chemo. They've tried experimental drugs. Good day, Just Truth. May you have a very blessed day. So, unless you're walking in our shoes, 1 minute at a time, remember, I don't know what Goober's gone through. I don't know what Just Truth has gone through, or Glitter, or anyone else. Because I'm not walking in their shoes or walking next to them every day, to doctor's appointments, to treatment appointments, to rehab appointments. Don't put anybody down for their health. The ones that do, like these trolls, they ain't got nothing better. They probably have no friends, except the trolls that are, and I read it last night. Some of their own trolls are sending me images that they're taking with their cameras. So I have evidence and can give it to the FBI and the sheriff department or whoever's going to be working with me that day. They're taking images here of what y'all are doing. And the FBI is tired of it. They've got case upon case upon case. And a lot of them are the same names. When I gave the URLs of some of the people, they checked their list. More than half of them that I gave has already been turned in by other people. It's an open case, everybody. How long will it take? I don't know. Emails. They're still coming in. Remember, the first email is $100. Second email is $100 plus $200. Third email is the 100, 200 plus 300. It keeps growing. If you sent me 40 emails, figure that out. They've gotten with Gmail. Oh, and one of them, Casa Dulac. Hello, Mr. Casa Dulac. He wants to be nice and friendly and send me pictures, and I need to forgive. But you should read what he's calling me in the emails. And how many emails? He said in a group one time, and it's got a picture. I have 30, maybe 40 different email accounts or accounts here. I didn't steal it, Anita. Scripted book. That is Cynthia Lynn Copeland's book. And actually, cross-stitch pattern. The lady, if you see the cross-stitch, has braided hair. Mine's straight, has my face. There's a dove. There's a wolf. And guess what? It went from a cross-stitch. There's no lines in it. Do you see lines in it? And how do you know that is not something I cross-stitched, sent to maybe Annie's Attic, or cross-stitch, one of the cross-stitch book and sold it? See, that's what I used to do a lot. But the person that put it out, it's not even a copyrighted picture, because I sold it and I gave free publication of it. Anybody could change the face on it. Anita, get out of here. I knew you were a scammer when you came in last night. See, people, that's what y'all don't understand. I had nothing to do with that book. You know, people that calls people things, that's what they think of themselves. And if you're going to believe the trolls, I pity y'all. How many times I've proven it? I've got the book right here. This is the picture they're talking about. My hair is straight. This picture was also sold to IMINIKI. My design, Cynthia's things. And if you can change it. No, I didn't write the book. Let me read in it. Also, there's words in this. There's a wolf and a dove. If you look, okay, it says authors of the book. Libawea, which means brown wolf. Shibaitsu, my wolf or I wolf. To Kloneawe, my husband. Cynthia Lynn Copeland. Now, they added Lagaiawea as my writing ghost name because they put some of my poems in here. Front cover designed by Cynthia Lynn Copeland in conference with White Wolf Woman. Look here. 2014. Okay, I'm going to turn that in too. Hold on, y'all. See, every time I turn this in, YouTube has to now give the FBI a list. White Wolf Woman is a name, TF. You better hope that the cops don't get fired because of your actions, trolls. Why would you attack a woman while her husband's away? Y'all thought, Shalom? Shalom? You're the troll that's been telling everybody and sending me all kinds of pictures. You've been the troll that's been in all the rooms. I showed them last night. Go back and see. I read some of it. I'll be right back. Where's the case? I'll tell everybody else. Right here. Okay. Big file. Here. Yeah. The one I gave you. Give me the whole file. Close it up. I'm trying. Sorry, everybody. Look at here, people. And Shalom's emails are in here too. See, I did the wrong one. There it is. We've got 2 of these. I don't know how to open it. There we go. Look at all the files. Each name. This is what Shalom has given us. Look how thick this is. Evidence on other rooms. Pictures of what he took. Yeah, you can email. Agent Candy 2022. Here, you can close this. This is what they've been having me do since Thursday. And I still have hundreds of them to do. I took a muscle relaxer this morning. Sorry, everybody. Makes me nauseated and dizzy. People, we're not playing around anymore. We've been warning you. You think you're funny? You think you're nice? All over. Arizona, all the way across to Florida, all the way up to Canada, the UK. Now, we can't touch the UK, I don't think. But they said Canada, this is what the FBI said, to tell everyone, Canada takes it 3 times harder than what you would get here in the United States. Hi, Al. But Shalom can come in here and put what he put? I don't think so. Y'all should hear some of the, he's supposed to be a Christian Jew #1. Wolf is my husband, yes. That's the one we call Wolf. Sorry, Char. I don't know where he's at, but they'll know. It'll be 16 years in October. Yeah, been rough. He was living in Arkansas. He moved down here. And then in 2012, that was in 2008. 2009, he fell and hurt himself with an 18-wheeler. What did he say? Something, I'm supposed to be streaming about another dead child. Yes. They say I made it up. No. What is White Wolf Woman? Lagaya Wea is Ani. It's a name. We're of the White Wolf clan and I'm a woman. White Wolf Woman. Doesn't that make sense, or is it too stupid for somebody to understand? Yes, Shalom is one of the trolls. He went, I was going to show you. Last night I showed 13 pictures. He took snapshots and circled under Uncle Tifa, Tifa. And what they said, he circled Emma's name and all kinds. I showed them and read them last night. But yet he's back in their room. We trusted him. He was a mod in here. Very nice and calm. Then he sent an email. Barbara, I've got news. I can tell you who Emma is, OLoPP, and all them. I have my own private investigator and all that. When I said something, I was in the hospital. When I come back and read the emails between him and Wolf asked him to give at least one person's last name, he turned on us. Well, they're trying to bring all the channels down that are trolling channels. I don't know how they're going to do it. They have this big old section now. It's like them catching the scammers in Nigeria and India. They're coming down. People are tired of being trolled and scammed, and they say, we stole $6,000. I have yet seen one pure evidence that we stole it. We turned in all our reports. We turned in all our receipts, everything. Yeah, that's what the FBI person said. Oh, and people warning, if you see anybody claiming to be animal control or a doctor or a policeman or FBI agent, you can't do that. Hey, miss, yeah, you know. Yeah, 1/16, you can't hardly do anything. But I'm a little bit more Apache than that. But we can still ask to join the tribe, and we don't want to. You know why? One more way the government can keep track of you. And those people that says, oh, yeah, okay, I have my card, I'm this, I'm that. You want me to prove it? Post it and prove it to me. And they don't. But we keep proving evidence after evidence that we say something, this is how it was. But remember, last year, the IRS went through all of our receipts. It's on my ex-husband's charge card, our ATM cards, and cash. We have the receipts all the way twice to Florida in 2022. But yet they're calling me the liar. They're saying I stole. If put up a number 1. If somebody stole your charge card or your money of $6,000, wouldn't you have already tried to prosecute them and put them in jail? Reported the scam? I am a member of a tribe, but I don't have to give out that personal information. I am. Wolf isn't. He said he wants to join his tribe, but why? He's 1/16. No, I'm under the Apaches. I'm under the I have a thing going in with the Attackapau because one of my great-grandmothers was a Choctaw, and I'd like to get in and register with them, but it's 1/16. They only go like 1/4 to 1/8. I don't even know if they go 1/8 anymore. It's 1/16. You can apply for your name to be registered with them, but you can't get a card. Excuse me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I need to know who's this. Okay, everybody. That one slipped through. That's DoorDash. Sending jalapeno peppers, and it kind of slipped through. We didn't order it. The trolls are ordering it. Olives. I'm allergic to olives. Y'all know, the trolls know that. Wait, she's still talking.
No,
She okay. This one slipped through. She just started working. So guess what? Because of the trolls, now it says, not card. She's hard of hearing. Yeah, it was paid for. Last time it wasn't. We don't have anybody that's going to eat jalapeno peppers or olives. It's a man calling it in and paying for it. So now they have a record. They're going to go back and see who paid for it. Char, we can't eat it. I have Crohn's. Wolf can't eat it. My ex-husband, he won't eat it. And the handicapped, no, we don't. We have two neighbors. I have a man here that is on the east side of me. He's a veteran and he's disabled. He's had 3 strokes. He gets wheel on meals. Next door is my ex-husband. He can't eat it because of his heart. We can't eat it because I'm allergic to olives and we can't have olives around here. They have been doing this. This is about, well, she said last week they tried to deliver something and I don't know. But now, see, I called corporate and I told them one more delivery from DoorDash and I'm suing DoorDash. So this man that is, whoever's doing this, guess what? He's just having a company and I'm suing her for delivering it. And you can't donate once it's delivered to you. It's open food. Now, the cans we could have, but how many people really eat olives? How are you going to find people to eat olives? Big old bag from Walmart's of peppers. You've touched them. You can't give them. You can't donate them. Nothing. Pizza, sandwiches, all kinds of stuff. You better believe now. Oh, wait, let me write that information down. Wait a minute. They're going to get back with me. What's the date today? The 24th? Now, this one was paid for, but as soon as she got here, he hung up with her. Shalom, get out of here. That proves to you that he's a troll. Look at that. Actually, Wolf is an alpha. Steve, were you the one that called it in? I don't know who you are either. Y'all knew this was going, and the problem is they say it in their, I've got photos that people are taking like this and sending it to us. Yeah, you can see, we called in the corporate office and we warned them. It went through every DoorDash thing, a red alert on my address, not to bring anything here, not to deliver anything. Now, this one was fully paid for. The last one, they only paid half and the delivery lady had to pay the other half. So whoever's doing this is a horrible person. No, it's DoorDash. She just started working. She didn't look at the forbidden list. That's what she called it, the forbidden list. List we're not to deliver at. Yep, Carol can tell you. Hey, Belinda. More proof of the harassment. The waste of food. They got to throw that food away. Can you imagine what that's doing to y'all's pocket? Whoever it was, the cops will find out, especially since now the FBI is involved. This is harassment on a person that has a condition, a medical condition. Actually, it's a death sentence. Anybody with cancer. Could be 6 months, 12 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. But I have another one. A leaking heart. Do you know what this does? My heart starts beating really fast. And if I should die of it, the ones that are doing this, all these groups and everything, it's not just harassment and bullying and life threats. It will be a murder charge against each and every one of them. I see 3, you put in a report, then they call you. But then you seen that big old case? That's all the emails. Harassing emails over and over and over. It's a big case. Then when they put up, they called and said this, and this. There's about 6 or 7 calls on the 17th when my husband Wolf went to Alabama to see his dying mom. He came back the next morning. Oh, Bayou Princesses. Oh, I'm 5 weeks pregnant with his baby and all that. Now, ain't that so silly and stupid? Yeah, they're going to get to the bottom of this, especially since Moon put the video up and said who she got it from. Then we got records of who actually ordered more DVDs, the request for them. I went turned it in because she put the copies of the DVDs with the police officers' names on it. She doxed law enforcement. In the video, she put which video was who, and I got the timestamps. We went up to the police station. Now it's under investigation, internal affairs. Aren't these trolls making a lot of effort to use me as contents? But how many lives are there involving? Every one of the pizzas, over $1,000 worth of pizzas since June. That's a lot of pizzas. You know that? How many door dashes? And all that was blocked. Probably because it's Sunday, so they got away with it. But see, they're having to go pick it up from Walmart to deliver it here. And they paid for it. Now, how they pay for it, I don't know. But there's a wait. I don't know. I don't know who all's involved. I know this is getting out of hand. Yeah, you are, but only for your private use in your home. You're not supposed to put it on open media. That's against the law. See what happened? They called the cops and called the cops and called the cops. Just about pushed me over the edge. Good thing Lily was here. Just about pushed me over the edge. Okay? Now, you know what I'm getting? You can't push people over the edge like that. They put it on YouTube. Then somebody else copied it and put it on YouTube. And YouTube. Everyone that has put this up there is now being charged with attempted murder. Because it could push me over the edge. Because being PTSD, being scared from my life, and then with my heart problems and my cancer. Oh, I don't know what all they've gotten into, but we've been threatened through regular mail. That's against the law. That's terrorism. See, there's more than y'all think going on here. Y'all don't know everything. But Linda knows a lot of it because she's been in here a lot. Al knows, and my mind knows. But isn't that something that somebody is so cruel to do that? And every time they buy something and try to deliver it somewhere, yep, every time they do that, they're wasting products, wasting food. You know what that means? Your bills are going to go up. If y'all go out to eat pizza and they have to throw all this stuff away, their prices are going to go up. It's not me they're hurting. It's each and every one of you people. Y'all have to understand this. It's hurting the company. It's hurting. I know. But there's FOIA is made for that. But trying to call in fake information to police, not once, not twice, but 3 times, then asking for the body cam and putting it on the thing, you're not supposed to. You're signing a release saying it's for your own personal use. It stays in your possession. When you put it out on social media or whatever, that's different. That's not news. This is privacy invasion. That's a whole different thing. They're trying to push me over the edge and get me off of YouTube. Am I off? Nope. And I give them a little bit of tidbit lie here and there. Everything's going up. Hamburgers, your pizzas, your produce. This is fresh produce. They can't do nothing with it. Even the workers can't use it. Anyhow, it's paid for. They have to throw it away. And that's what I was explaining last night. That's why LaBerge went under. Every 4 hours, they had to throw everything that was fixed away. Cooked food, non-cooked food, thawed out food. And it had to rotate. That was the law here. Yeah, that's right, Belinda. Belinda, why are you not blue? Wait a minute. Why are you not blue? See, they've been trying to get into my account. So I just noticed that. I'm sorry. I'm so mad. It's not hurting me. It's hurting y'all. Every time they do this, the company has to pay somebody to do it. Well, you're blue now. Okay. The company, the franchise, they hire people. They have to buy produce and stuff like this. They have to make the stuff. Then you have the delivery person. They're not getting, you know what? People, DoorDash and stuff like that, some good money. You can get some good tips. She got nothing. She got nothing, people. A young lady may have a child or two, may be in school trying to pay her way. Expensive gas, expensive keeping her car up. Then the food's going back and into the garbage can. This is the consumers that will be paying for this, not us. But it gives more evidence now for the FBI or whatever they're doing. These people are crazy. I'm going to read y'all something. Now, Bayou Princess used to be a mod in my room. We don't know if it's a woman or not. When Wolf showed his tickets, he had to show proof that he was in Alabama. We FaceTime, saw his nephews, saw his nieces, his sisters, and his mother and him. Bayou Princess said he was with her. And so supposedly she's a 70-year-old woman, and she said she's 5 weeks pregnant. This is so funny, y'all. She is so, so funny. Sherlock Thump God says pizza, which it wasn't a pizza. How was the pizza party? Did EJ like it? EJ's not even home, y'all. Bob Dole, you don't have cancer. Yes, I did. The doctor said it is your shot. The cancer was the procedure. Stop lying for attention. I'm not. Where's my phone? This is where they show the procedure I had, like they call it, but it was really a surgery because they had to put me to sleep. Let me see if I can find it. Look, I'm going through hundreds of photographs that they've sent me from people. I'm trying to find the one I need. Everybody, this is supposed to be Costa du Lac. Okay? He's got 30 or 40 different. I haven't, they know, but I told him I didn't want to know who he was. Okay, this is 27 seconds. This is my doctor. When I went in, after I had the cancer thing, he showed where they stuck the needle in. He did not say that they got it all. Oh, wait, where's the volume? Oops, sorry, closer. Okay. And where? Right there? Okay. This is just him showing the CAT scan while they did the surgery. Right there's where the needle, okay? That's where the needle delivers the heat. So that's what happened. That's your kidney. Yeah. Okay. Cancer. Yeah, that's what they've done. Also, some of the things the officer said, especially the woman officer, she was in her car and she used the B word. Oh, that's sexual. Sorry. I'm reporting that. See, every time somebody comes in here and post anything like that, people, it's being recorded. It's all being recorded on a memory core. They come in and they copy the memory core and they take it with them. This has been going on since, it'll be 2 years in August because one lady lied. And I've showed several, like, police officers called in their, I don't know, their counselor or psychiatrist that they see. They called her demented, delusional, all kinds of stuff. No, they didn't. Because I haven't called them. They've come out. Oh, shut up. See, you see something like St. Jude's collection team, they don't have one. They don't have one, people. So don't fall for their lies. They're lying. They're harassing. They're trying to push me over the edge, and I'm not going to let them. I'm fighting back. And it's illegal. It's actually illegal. Now this is on my memory core. It's on the memory core and in the cloud where Big Brother watches it. They're going to find out who made this St. Jude's collections team. And guess what? I've already paid my pledge last month. I didn't say I'd pledge it every month. I've already paid it. But see, they're going to use that over and over and over and over and over. If the local cops hate me, why did they accept and are doing an internal affairs thing about them? You know? See, some of these things that they're writing, sexual. And when I report, and I put sexual on it. Oh, and I do go to Gmail. I've contacted Gmail. I've contacted Google. Oh, I told them last month when I got my money, I was going to pay some to a food bank, which I did, $100, $150 to help the church with their disabled fund for veterans. And I gave money for St. Jude's. Took it all out, the amounts I made. Used even some of my money, more than what I got on. And they think, oh, well, I made the pledge to St. Jude's. I do it every month. I do it anyhow. But I have never pledged it. I just donate. And see, I don't believe in putting your name on donations. Unless it's like $1,000 or something like that. Yeah. But they said, just because I said it once, it's every week, every month, every month, every month. But I cannot do it this month because of medical bills and attorney fees. And having to buy a new printer. Can you imagine? A new printer and another computer just to keep up with the fake emails and the crashing and like what you've seen today. So he said pizza. It wasn't pizza. It could have been somebody that heard that thought it was pizzas, but the pizzas can't deliver here. DoorDash wasn't supposed to either. We've made a formal complaint. And DoorDash's corporation may not have gotten to all the DoorDashes. I think there's 3, 5 of them around here. So, but you have to remember, this is costing y'all. It's not costing us. More spam. Belinda is a troll. Marty knows from Sherlock Trump God. You know what? Belinda can be a troll. She's fine. She hasn't done anything to us. And the rule is you can be a troll in here. Okay? And as long as you're good, you can stay in here. Wait, let me pull this out. I have to put that. Because what they do is they make me go into more stuff and they're going to be printed out. So, Belinda, they're having you more pizzas. And then more free pizza. More is on the way. Thank you, Uncle Tiffia. 15 gods, amen. So if more pizza does get here, while they're here, I'm calling the law. Because they're not, this is getting ridiculous. So y'all heard what I just read? They're saying Uncle Tiffia's doing it. Here's 2 more pages of proof. Now what y'all think about that? Yeah, I know. Belinda, I don't even care if you are a troll. Y'all been nice in here. Why should I kick y'all out? I haven't gotten it yet, Glitter. I'm just in there now and I don't have anything from it. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Okay, Glitter, I'm going to go ahead and read this. Thank you. I'm going to bring it. Actually, I'm going to print it up so I can read it better. I can't read it that well on here. Well, okay. Thank you, Glitter. I'll read it in a little bit. Ashley, let me tell y'all everything. We've got good credit. Wolf has a charge card that he put it on. And he just cashed in one of his CDs that we pay on every month. He has CDs. I have CDs. Keep it up with all of y'all's stuff. Why, Jimmy? I don't know who you are. Go back in one of my things. Oh, February 21st, 2024. People, this is tiresome, but I'm going to catch all of y'all one way or another. Oh, they deleted the email, but I'm still going to report. They're hacking into here now, people. They think it's funny. What do y'all think? What if y'all were going through this every day and every night? Oh, I'm not reading it aloud. This is something personal between me and you, but I can read it better if I print it up than on the screen. The screen's too small. Thank you very much, Glitter. Thank you. I've read part of it. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's 12:10 here. What's for lunch? Joy, I hope you're not joy that I've already kicked out of here. Why quit YouTube? I have just as much right as anybody else to be on here. In other words, this is another fake account. The port authorities of New York and if it was the port authorities and stuff. See, now this is illegal. No government agency or anything would be using the correct names on here. So y'all be watching on that. Oh, I already had them. Why should any of us have to quit YouTube because of trolls? They've put a lot of people out of business. That was using YouTube. And that's just all hearsay. See, they're going to use anything and everything. Well, that's what you do, Joy. I'm not going to let them win. Don't let them win, Joy. You know, there's 3 or 4 YouTube channels that started over, and that's what we did. When I went in the hospital with my heart and stuff like that and the blood coming out of my nose and mouth, they called in the cops thinking I put something in my nose, and they said, no, this is coming from down here. Somehow it leaked into my stomach. They had to put a tube to suction out the blood. See? Bye. Y'all don't understand. Y'all are using U.S. Department of Transportation. Why would y'all want my address or my email? And see, all these are being reported. And it says this comment is no longer visible to anyone other than the commenter. We want you to help keep YouTube safe. To avoid unwanted interaction, you can hide the user. Learn more, and I just hit them. See, all these I'm turning in that are using governmental departments or doctor's name, attorney names, all that. I don't know where it goes. Does it go to the FBI or does it go to Homeland Securities? They doxed two doctors' name here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. The doctors are now filing whatever kind of paper they are. They're doxing people, professional doctors, dentists. What good does that do? What does that do any good for anybody? Don't y'all understand the kind of stuff? Oh, wow. Sherlock Trump God. Wolf is a beta male. Actually, no. He has no kids but Princess Bayou's baby. Got news for you. Princess Bayou is a princess whole. If you know what I mean. No. Didn't threaten to hurt Emma or OLoPP. He said he would hunt them down with the law. Oh. They've put him, Wolf's name and my name, into the actual sites on YouTube. How you like that? And okay, Sherlock Trump God, why don't you go ahead and prove to me Samfire is not disabled? Oh, he's saying Samfire is a ruggy addict, a methyl head, all kinds of stuff. Thank you for reading my emails. I came across the street now by the sign that says, wait a minute, by the sign that says dead end. Actually, that's a lie. It's not a dead end. Road going this way, they interconnect. It's not a dead end. Hits a major street there and a major street there and a major street there. And who is this? I'm going to download this picture, everybody. It looks like an actress. I'm going to print it up for y'all just to show you how silly they are. It's really ridiculous, people. And it goes on. More pizzas on the way, and then he doxes the address. So see, I'm printing all this up, everybody. I want to see whose picture they're stealing. Let me see where I can go here. See, I'm not a dummy. Hey, Denise. And if we get any more pizzas and stuff here, I'm going to the sheriff department as soon as I get off of here. Okay, let me find out where it downloaded it at. Downloads. There it is. Okay, so I go into here. Open this up. Y'all can't, you open up Google, okay? Just to let you know. Go into Google. And you'll see right in the center, right under the search Google or type of URL, there's a microphone. Then there's a little circle thing with a dot. Hit that. Upload a file. Okay. Go to where you have it on your screenshot or whatever. For people or results for people or limited, try searching. Okay. They must be using somebody's real picture here. Y'all know who this is? Because they're using it to dox people. They're saying this is Samfire, and I know who Samfire is. I've seen her on live. Yeah, they're stupid. They're saying this is Samfire, and this isn't Samfire. See what I think about it? But I still have it on the email. Just print it up. And it goes on all day like this, people. We have no private life anymore because of people that are this stupid. Well, if Princess Bayou, and they don't know how to spell princess, Princesses, princesses. So that tells you how stupid these people are. So just to let you know, I'm going to the three dots, show original. I will print it out for the FBI. It goes into the file. Isn't this dumb that people, you know. No, that's not Samfire. And I'm not going to dox her picture either. And Samfire's a lot older than that. They even sent male pictures. That was supposed to be her. And every time one of these come out, they don't want just the email. They want all the encryption codes that goes with it. So yeah, it does take a lot of paper. It does take a lot of time. But you know what? In the end, it's going to be nice. Now, this is probably going to be, remember what they told me? The first email fine is $100. The second is $200. So that's $100 plus the $200. Third one is $300. It keeps going up. So sending 3 emails from one email address, anyhow, it's fake when they catch it. 2 emails, 3 emails is $600. The next one will be $400. So it'll be $400 plus the $300 plus the $200 plus the $100. Can you imagine if I've gotten 30 or 40 emails from this one email address? What y'all think about that? Who's Kim's cousin Renee? I don't even know who that is. Which Kim? I know about 100 Kims, and I have 4 cousins that are named Renee. So, who do you mean? Oh, thank you, babe. I'm trying to get all this printed up. Oh my God, 4 more of this stuff. You know, like the FBI said, Wolf came on here and said that he was going, anything happened to me, he was going to hunt down Emma and OLoPP. He was going to go after him, hunt him down, whatever. But that's not a life threat. That means he could have used the cops to go after him. Anything like that. And these are sexual emails. I cannot read even the topic to these. But they're all coming from the same VPN output. So they've tagged it so many times. The agent said it's going to be easy to find out who they are. And see, that's what they're going to do. If you stay in here, I'm warning you, they're going to go after you sooner or later. Is it fair for them to be going after innocent people like that? That has done them nothing. Hasn't even spoken their name or reference to them or anything like that. Oh, thank y'all people for watching and listening and staying on a long time. One of my videos got a big thing on it. Let me see if I printed this one up. No, I hadn't. People, y'all are hurting people. Y'all are disgusting. Y'all are ignorant. I'm going to have to spend a lot of time with God for forgiveness. And what I've heard about some of you people who has hurt so many people, and how many people has come into, you're not across the street. See what they do? They go on Google and they found out the layout of our land. They found out the trees. They've cropped into a lot of things. And yeah, it said dead end. But you know what? That sign's been up there for about, actually there was a home right there. That's why it was a dead end. And people were trying to use their driveways to get behind the house to go to the next road. But you just gave more evidence of what you're doing, that you're stalking. This is actually stalking people. Okay. That's 8 emails just while I've been talking to y'all people. I got 2 of them here. Evidence, people. And we've got so much of it. There's the sheriff department that a lady, her husband works for. I was telling her what was happening. He's 3rd up in the sheriff department. He's the one that's pushing this even harder. Y'all, I got 3 more emails. How you like that? See what this, Charlotte, laughing my A off. You love the attention. No, we don't love it. Let's see. Rick doesn't give that D, and you just a crazy, lonely old lady. This is probably the most fun you've... This is not fun. This is ridiculous. It's hurtful. But if I have to do this to help people to know what's going on and how to fight it and get these damn trolls off of here, I will go to the max with it. To the max with it. Let me see which one was this one. My gosh. Okay. This one needs to be printed. I might be out of printer paper already. And another one from Sherlock Trump God. Y'all, it continues like this all day long. That's why Wolf took his charge card. It had been saved off the side. And he went charged a bigger printer so we could get all this done for the police, sheriff department, the DA, internal affairs, because they did wrong. And because of what y'all did and put up the names of the officers, guess what? No. They do it anyhow, Glitter. That's how evil they are. Kim's not my friend. Not after she left owing me $158. He owed me money. Her lies, her lip, I don't know. In December, she went to make up. So we did. Some of them don't even sleep, Glitter. And some of them puts these things up where I get them all night long. I have that. Wolf and I turns our phone off because we get notifications of emails. We got to turn our phones off. Now, ACC, you are not the person I know. Who are you? My mom's a troll. You're subscribed to her? Yeah. Let's see. Back in August of 2022, we wanted to go to Florida. And we went. A lady got jealous. We were invited back. Unblock us? Yeah, right. Report hate speech because they want me to unblock them. I'm doing exactly what YouTube told me to do so they can. She got jealous. She said she's a Christian, but you should read some of the emails. The case is still open since 2022 against her. She lied, and more lies than Get Swamp got lied. 2 leads in a pot started lying. 2 leads told me something when we went in August about a person that she had at her house. But yet she said I lied about it and tried throwing her under the bus. But if you go back to where she explains about the woman, everything she told me about the woman, guess what? She told on her live. I said, look, Wolf, exact same thing she told us on the phone. Over there, that she told the woman she didn't say. There's always somebody around. Now, I've asked her over and over and over and over to please be careful. Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Florida. We were going to move there. But somebody got my letter of financial statement that I had to give to. We were about to buy a $2 million horse place and turn it into some place somebody could make a huge animal sanctuary, 140 acres. But because of the SHIT that the lady did, we had to put everything in a different name and lock it up. We've had to do that with our whole personal life. Every time I go in the hospital, no matter where it's at, Houston, Dallas, Mississippi, Louisiana, we have to lock up my name. They put it in red and all that. But you know what? Somebody is still getting the information. They said they have somebody internally. FBI found out who it is. I wonder if they're going to throw the person under the bus or they're going to have their license taken away from them and jail time. Don't say where you're at, Glitter. They're going to go after you. A lot of these are coming from Florida. A lot of these are. So people, protect yourself. I've told you how to protect yourself. I've told you what you... Look here. Okay, Sherlock. Let me make sure I have enough paper. Man, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 3 more. 11 in less than an hour, people. This is what I said. I'm going to fight. I'm fighting. I'm not scared anymore. I'm fighting. Because I know what the truth is. Now, they're bullies. They're harassers. They're liars. Everything. People, don't let these people get to you. That's why I'm on here today. I want to help y'all. I want y'all to understand what these people are doing. Why would... See, that's what I don't understand. Why are the trolls bringing down people's private lives that are innocent? Okay? The information that this person sent me, I already knew that. But I'm not to judge that person or the family or whoever. Don't judge people. Don't judge them. Like I'm judging these trolls because they put so much hurt. They've gone after people in my room. They've doxed. Poor Mr. Adam next door. He was a vet. He's had I don't know how many strokes. We help him a lot because he lives by himself. He has caregivers, and the other night something happened. We went and helped him. And hello, I'm on vacation. All emails sent is on a schedule. I am Cancun, Mexico, just relaxing. No, you're not. You're the 3rd email address that I've gotten saying that you've been in Mexico, Cancun, you're on vacation, and that you're scheduling everything to go on. But it's not really that. You're following everything. Okay, here's one. Some more people. Hey, Loon Boon. That's Peter Puffer. That's all he can do is puff. It's full of hot air. That's what puffer means. You puff. Y'all, this is giving up so much evidence, and y'all seen me printing it up. I'm reading it to you. They're just sinking themselves deeper and deeper and deeper into it. I wasn't either, because when we went to Florida, he kept running his mouth on his cell phone while people were doing work, unless the camera was on him. Then he looked like he was doing work. He's just a show-off. That's all it is. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Sorry, people. Boy, this person is really going to get it. They're doing those cases first. We're going to the FBI office tomorrow. We've got to turn this one in. Four more from Sherlock. People, the cargo camper was actually made for me to travel for my cancer surgery. We use it as storage. And y'all don't want to know what that picture was. Y'all just sinking. See, they're so dumb, y'all. They're just sinking themselves deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into this. Yeah, ink, paper, that's wood. No, not internal affairs. That's because of the cops and they let it out. Now they're sending naked pictures through here. I'm going to let the cops do that. Naked picture, private parts. No. Gino, man, you've been in here. It's no laughing matter. What if this was happening to your wife or your mother or your, hey, Mr. Adam, how many people in the world are named Mr. Adam? And that's actually not his name. It's a fake name I made so y'all couldn't dox him. So see, now and then one of y'all, you took a picture of his home. Now, remember what I just said. Y'all took a picture of the home, sent it to me. I printed it up. You doxed his address, and his name's not even Adam. I use that so you wouldn't dox him, and y'all trying to dox him anyhow. Wow. That's why I don't use real names on here. Maybe they do want to go to prison. Maybe they want to wear their pants, down below their hips, asking for something. I'm sorry I had to say that. I'm sorry I had to say that. I just had to. It's so funny,
3 squares a day and a nice bed to sleep on.
Oh, actually,
a roof over your head.
Actually, the FBI is paying for our paper and our ink. That's how bad they want all these. That's 12 of them this morning. I'm printing up the 13th one. From this Sherlock Trump God. So really what they're doing is they're wasting government money. Y'all gonna have to pay for it in taxes. Robbie is a saint like so-and-so. If Robbie was a saint, why was he caught selling animals illegally? There's a big old article about it. More than one. So how would he like it that you're using his name in emails and all kinds of stuff? Well, you know what? It's not like normal people to keep emailing like you're doing one after another one. So you're listening to what I'm saying, which is stalking, because you're sending the emails. I'm not. You're sinking yourself deeper and deeper. That means you don't have a brain. Right, people? I can do this all day long. Yeah. Oh, you can just type in his name. Now, he told us he had been picked up. They put him in jail, but he made some kind of plea bargain or something, and he got out of it. But that's not what the article said. Why is the name of the hospital treating my leukemia blocked out of here? If you're a kid, you're going out anyhow. If you were blocked, that means you were harassing. Also, children's not allowed in here. Bye. About 100, 110 emails a day on one email address. Is the FBI also reforesting? What does that mean? And I don't even know you, so remove. Okay. Actually, when it's this deep into what's happening, can you imagine me going away for maybe a day and coming up and having to print 250 emails, one after the other, after the other, after the other, for hours? What if this was happening to you? Stop and think. It's so stupid, y'all. Oh my God, I have 30-something emails. Y'all, I did pay St. Jude last month. I did do my donation. And then Jam Jam. Can me, you, and Wolf have a threesome? How much for a G picture of you? Peter Huffer. Do you something on Little Wolfie's? Oh my God, this is sexual. I can't deal with this. Wolf is going to have to deal with it. This is insane. That's right. I did, Joy, but the cop doesn't want me taking these two off. I used my other email. They're wanting the evidence. They're going after these people. They want the evidence. And these people are too stupid not to believe me. They just do it on and on thinking they'll never be caught. Do you know they say the naked stuff? They're going after them first. What if this was happening to your family? What would you do? They're too stupid. They think they're so smart they're not going to get caught. The rules are breaking down, people. Go to your community guidelines. Go down. What is harassment? What is this? What is that? And they tell you what you can and can't do and what's illegal to do. And there's about 30 more.
Uh-oh.
I'm stranger than you are, glitter or stronger. I have to. Y'all need to understand and learn. I'm going through this so y'all can understand and see what's going on. If something happens to you that is illegal, you leave it alone. How many more people are they doing this to? How many people are getting hurt? In just the last few years, 43 people I went over trolls like this, just on YouTube, in a few years. $43. Now you know why the FBI is involved. I don't know what other agencies they've got working on them. Yeah, it is. Think of the innocent people they've attacked like this. And some channels have been taken down. But you know what happened? They got another channel. Nobody wanted to report them. And they're drawing in trolls and more trolls to do their dirty work. They're not going to get caught. The trolls will. But once the trolls get caught, they're not going to want to spend 20, 30, 50 years in jail. They're going to say who's pushed them to it. Like I said, why are their trolls, the main trolls, sending their trolls out to do the dirty work? Chicken shit, isn't it? I'll be on later. Since I'm diabetic, I've got to go and get me some lunch. And I'll have to take my insulin. I'll be back later, and we'll see how many emails I've got to print up then. May God bless y'all. Keep y'all safe. Remember, we're working to get rid of the negative. I don't know if I can eat, and I'll finish reading your email. Glitter, thank you so much for the kind words in the front. I get emails like this every day saying, I'm sorry this is happening to you and all that. What can I do to help? And a lot of them say, I'm going in these rooms. I'm going to take pictures. Yes, we can, Belinda. They're taking pictures and they're sending it. It's all going that way. Lord God, in the name and blood of Jesus Christ, you and Jesus, who with the Holy Spirit is the Trinity, I ask for y'all's guidance, y'all's understanding. Touch those who are healing from any kind of pain. Release their pains or suffering like I am with emails and all this. Touch us. Give us the strength to fight, because it's the good to fight against the evil. Because every time we say Jesus' name or we do something good, Satan has to run, but he'll attack 10 times. Give us more strength. Give us more courage. Let us see the truth through what's happening to me. Give them courage to report. You go to a video, click the dots, report it. Always, God, we need to report and point out evil. This is pure evil, God. Give us the strength to forgive. For each of us to forgive. Don't forget and move on. Let us judge ourselves and not the others. And I've done that today. And I'm asking you, please, in Jesus' name, forgive me. Please, Lord, have them stop home deliveries to all over the place. Because you know what, God? There's a lot more people they're having suffer. People need money for food, homes, electricity, medical bills, schooling. That's what the trolls are doing, Father. So as a family, we're going to work against it. They can join us or they don't have to. This is our fight. If they want to join in, bless them 100 times. Because that's what it's going to take, Father. For those who have passed away. And this week we've had 4 pass away. Please help us in our grief and make people understand. Dying is part of living. But life is the best. Until the day you call us home. In Jesus' name we thank you. Amen. Amen, everybody. I hate seeing anybody suffer. Emails of support. If you see something happening, take a screenshot of it, send it to my email. Give them more evidence. They said the more we have, they said they have enough, but as they continue to do this, it gets worse and worse on them. Every time an email comes through, it gets them closer to find out. They know that they're using the California IP address, that 0.41. They're hitting the same thing over and over and over. They're using VPNs. That VPN has a memory core. Anything hitting it, no matter if it's a fake email. And some of them says valid emails. Isn't that weird? They're using their own valid emails. But remember, help anybody. If you go into any of these rooms and they mention anything, any kind of threats, or mention my name, Barb, or MMC, or OLoPP, or whatever, screenshot it. It's in the chats. Screenshot it. Because it gives their name and it gives them. There's all kinds of rooms. If you type in Akira55, my name, you'll see some of my postage and my shorts. Then underneath, you'll see all these names that has done things against me, done things against Wolf. Now, this is a man that didn't know me. And when he asked me to marry him, I said, I can't. I have to marry this other guy. I'm going blind in one eye. I've had surgery on both eyes. I can mostly see pretty good, about 80%. There's 3 dots on the side, and it says report. Or you can go to your page, and all the way on the bottom, on the left-hand send feedback, you can copy the URL, put it in there, and say, these people has been harassing, threatening them, they want her dead, and false reports, emailing her constantly, and put all that in there. I'll come back later on, and I'll tell you how to do it. I haven't had anything to eat. It's 1 o'clock. I'm diabetic. I need to go, and I think I'm hungry for some mashed potatoes today with some gravy. But I'm going to eat, and I'll be on later, and we'll share some of this. Actually, if you scroll back up, and it may be tomorrow, but I'll give a shout out to them on my community page, and then I'll put I'm going to list everybody that's done that to me, and Wolf and other people. Actually, I go down the street to the little cafe we have, and they make the best homemade brown gravies and the best little meatballs you can ever think of. No, it's not going to be a shout out on my community. Warning, these are the people that are harassing, and I'm even going to put the name, not the email address, of the people that are harassing through email. And I may read some of them to you like I have done. All I've done is the fake names they're given. If you ever notice, a troll will never, hey, Sandfire, you need to go back and listen. They're saying all kinds of things. They sent out about 5 emails about you today. I read them on here, so you can go back and listen. No, this is not going to be a shout out. It's going to be evidence proof. Yeah, they did glitter. They sure did. Well, you can look at one. They told me I'm using Wolf's keyboard. And what happened is they've had this is the one account that I get everything on. And then they found my other account. He is named Two Eyes because he's got 2 different color eyes. That's my husky, Port Husky and Border Collie. Then I have a white dog. She's over there. She's Snow White. Albino Chihuahua. No teeth. She has a gold eye and a blue eye. Oh, wait, maybe y'all can't see. Oh, no. Wait a minute, y'all. Y'all want some evidence? Get out of here. Two Eyes, move. Let him come. Nope. No, it's a troll. Can I have the thing so I can take a picture of the receipt? Do you have the receipt? You're not going to get paid nothing. It's all a fake thing. And Papa John knows not to be doing here. And the guy sent me an email that it was coming here. I need to see the receipt. Wolf will take a picture. No, That door you knocked at, that's a bedroom door. This is my craft room. This is our room. We do not. It's all of ours. Yeah. We'll take a picture. Okay, people, y'all have the information. They're sending pizzas out again. Yeah, we adopted all of them. We even have one that showed up at our door. Lucy Lou's outside. More pizzas, people. Who was it? Wait a minute. They even warned us they were sending out pizzas. Now I got to call Papa John again. That was 3 months ago I had to call them. Another old man. And they're paid for. So it's somebody with a lot of money. And he said, he talked to the guy on the telephone at the corner, and then all of a sudden he clicked down. Isn't this stupid, everybody? They're causing your pizzas, your food and stuff to go up. deliveries will go up and all this. Y'all think about this while I'm gone. We got to call the cops again. We can't eat it. I'm allergic to olives. I can't. Okay, here we go.
Marty Thompson.
Marty Thompson.
I'll bet you what 517 area code ain't from around here, that's for sure.
Marty Thompson. Let me look up really quick, people. I'll tell you where it's supposed to come from. (517) area code, south central portion of the lower peninsula of Michigan, centered on the state capital Lansing. Okay, let me see if I can go to IP. I know, I'm not even hungry. I'm not worried about even eating anymore. This is how they're destroying me. And see, they weren't supposed to deliver here anymore. So I got to make another police report. That takes police time. That's another 2 or 3 pizzas they've delivered. Oh, it's a valid phone number. It's a wireless phone number from, oh, he's using a VPN, I wonder. Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's a VPN. 2 epic stuffed crust, jalapenos, garlic sauce, pepperoni, peppers, free delivery, $45.39 that company's going to have to eat. And they're not going to eat it. I don't know, y'all. It was paid for.
At least it was paid for.
They paid cash, so they must have used y'all, this is sickening. All that food is going to waste when there's so many people around the world that are hungry. Now, what do you think about trolls? This puts it almost to $200 worth of food that they sent by DoorDash, and about $1,500 of pizza that's been wasted.
This week. I like this weekend.
Number 1, now you understand what trolls are and they're evil. Number 2, they're doing the right thing. What do y'all guess? Put the numbers in. I'd like to see before I get off. I'd really like to see what y'all think. I'll be back on after. I'm going to try to eat. I'd probably throw it up with my Crohn's and my nerves. They're pushing me over the edge, people. No, altogether, since January, we've gotten over $2,000 worth of pizzas. Can't. You don't understand. Okay, people. In the state of Louisiana, and since the COVID and the hurricanes, people bring, anyhow it's paid for. We don't eat it. We don't take it. They've already changed hands 3 times. You have the maker. You have the one boxing it. Then you're having the one delivering it. They don't know where or who's handled the box of food because they're not sealed. They're just closed. It has to be thrown away. Can't. Y'all don't understand the laws. It's the violation of the health laws since COVID's come out. And we still have a lot of COVID cases here. They can't do nothing but throw it away. Anyhow, it's paid for. And he heard that, yeah, they paid for it. But you know what? They paid cash. But I bet you it was a Cash App or something like that that paid. He can't have it. He's not here. He's working. And we can't have it. Can't. You can't do that. It was spoiled tomorrow, being out of the refrigerator. See, I used to cater. I know how. And nobody will accept it. I got neighbors way over there and way over there. I could give it to them. But he has to deliver it at this address. He can't take it nowhere else except back to the store. And they're actually sending it to the wrong address. When I get back, any delivery, we have not ordered any food or anything. I got to start calling everybody. You can't, Gino. It's illegal. It's illegal. If I got it, I have to throw it away. I will. I am. But I'm going to call. I'm going to tell them. Well, Gino may be a troll. I don't know. He's been in here before. But like I said, trolls are allowed in here as long as they're nice. Okay? As long as they're nice. So I said my closing prayer. I need to try to eat. I probably won't keep it down. And I'm hoping this don't put me in the hospital tonight. because this is too much. Because actually, I want to tell you. Okay, let's see. 5. I have 35 emails. Just this little bit of time. Let's see. Let me see what some of them has. Wait a minute. Let me get down here. I'm trying. Oh my God. All of them from Sherlock Trump God. Sherlock Trump God is the one that sent the pizzas. More pizzas. Belinda is a troll. Remember Marty now something. I don't know. So y'all, after we get back, I'm going to rest a little bit. I'm going to get on here. I'm going to read some of the titles that are coming in. We are calling the Sheriff Department. We are calling the FBI's when we get back. We will let you know what goes on. Thank y'all for being in here and supporting. But y'all, these trolls are making the economy go up. Wake up, people. Okay, it'll be about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Okay, Glitter? Somewhere's in there. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support and understanding. Any kind of help will help. If you go into a room and they're saying something about pizzas being delivered and all this, and they're yakety-yakking between each other, they want it all. Take a snapshot and send it to me. And anything nude, go straight to the FBI. God bless everybody. Oh, and you'll see me put the number of views in the comments. That's how many people's come in to see what we were doing while we were live. We got 71 people in here now. God bless to all of y'all. Have a good day.